Hello students, I hope you all are fine and healthy. We are reading chapter number 11, Transportation in Plants and Animals. We are reading about excretion in humans. In our last video, we read about the excretory system. The major waste that is produced in the human body is urea, and it is removed in the urine. Some of the wastes that are produced in our body is also released in the form of sweat. Sweat is a liquid waste of the body which is produced by the sweat glands that are present in our skin. Sweat contains water and salts. We sweat a lot on hot summer days. When the sweat evaporates from our body, it takes the heat required for the evaporation from our body and we feel cool. So when the sweat evaporates, we feel cool. So the sweating performs two important functions. First is it helps to remove excess water and some salts from our body, and the second is it also helps in keeping our body cool. Sometimes you might have observed white patches on our clothes in the hot summer days, especially under arms. These white patches are formed on the clothes by the salts that are left on the clothes after the sweat evaporates. The major waste product in the human body is urea. The other animals also excrete waste from their body. The way in which the waste is excreted from the body of an animal depends on the availability of water to it. The aquatic animals like fishes, they release their cell waste in the form of ammonia. Ammonia is a gas which dissolves in water. The land animals such as birds, insects, snakes, they excrete white colored waste which is uric acid, and they excrete it in the semi-solid form. Now we will learn about transport of substances in plants. Before learning about the transport of substances in plants, we should know the meaning of the word tissue. Tissue means a group of cells which work together to perform a particular function. So a group of similar type of cells which perform a particular function, it is called tissue. The tissues which transport water, minerals and food to the different parts of a plant, they are known as vascular tissue. So vascular tissue means those tissues which transports water, minerals and food to the different parts of a plant. There are two types of vascular tissues, that are xylem and phloem. The tissues which transport water and minerals from the roots to all the parts of a plant, that is known as xylem. Whereas those tissues which transport food that is prepared in the leaves to other parts of a plant, they are known as phloem. So the xylem transport water and minerals from the roots to other parts, whereas the phloem transport the food from the leaves to the other parts. We already know that the plants absorb the water from the soil through their roots and transport it to the various parts of the plant for the preparation of food. And the leaves prepare their food by using carbon dioxide, water and sunlight by the process of photosynthesis. Now this prepared food is to be transported to the various parts of the plant which cannot prepare their own food. This means that the plants need a transport system to carry water and minerals that is absorbed by the roots, to transport them to the leaves and the other parts, and to carry the food prepared in the leaves to the other parts of the plant. Now the transport system in plants consists of long tubes, or we can say vessels, that are known as xylem and phloem. So the transport system in plants is made up of xylem and phloem. The xylem and phloem, they are present in all the parts of a plant such as stem, branches, roots, leaves. The xylem tissues forms a continuous network from the roots to the leaves through the stem and the branches, and transports the water and minerals to all the parts. The roots have root hair, and these roots hair are in contact of the water that is present between the soil particles. So the water from the soil enters the root through the root hair. The large number of root hairs that are present in the roots, they increases the surface area of the root, which is in the contact with the water that is present between the soil particles, due to which the water can be absorbed faster at a fast rate. Now the phloem tissues, they forms a continuous network of vessels that connects leaves to all the parts of a plant, and they transports food to the entire plant, including the roots also. We already know that in the plants, the water keeps on evaporating continuously through the pores that are called stomata. And this evaporation of water from the leaves of the plant through the pores called stomata, it is known as transpiration. The continuous evaporation of water from the leaves, or we can say that transpiration, produces a suction force which pulls the water from the roots upwards through the stem and branches to the leaves. And the another function of the transpiration is it cool down the plant. So that's it, students. Now our chapter is over. We will start our next chapter in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Take care.